Recording started.
Thank you, Sunshine. Okay, let me go back to the homework because I got distracted. Okay, so how many people did actually get 3-day trial pack clients or got a client that did a 3-day trial pack set up last week? So Wednesday to Wednesday. A new 3-day trial pack person. Awesome. You guys. Uh-oh.
I got
It's echoing.
Let me get. Hang on. Give me a second. Oops.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're good. No? You can hear me twice on my own phone. Okay.
I was
That better?
and I just got back on.
Yep, everybody's just jumping back on, Michelle.
Sorry. It was my phone.
Yep, it's okay. Everybody's just, they're messaging me now and coming back on. Okay, so the last question that we had was who had so I'm just giving some people messages to log back in. New 3-day trial pack person last week. Yes! Okay, so this call is like going to be the mother call. Like every call is going to be awesome, right? But this call is going to be so incredible because we are going to be talking about 3-day trial pack system. If you've been around a little bit, with the leadership, we have a huge, extraordinary website coming out just for our group that's going to give you exact steps on using the 3-day trial pack system. One of my friends working in this system, you guys, I want you to write this down. This is stretching your minds. 2 world team members, get team fully qualified by July 1st. World team to get team July 1st using the 3-day trial pack system. 2. So we know this thing is working. So this is exciting because this is going to get rolled out in this segment. So everybody that chose not to do wellness coaches training missed out. And I want you guys to be clear, this is your training you paid for. And I know there's groups, and I know the integrity of the people in the groups that, it is our job to learn first. It is not our job. If our upline decided not to be on this call, that's okay. We love them. It's not your job to train them. If your downline, you're relatively new, your downline didn't join this. Listen, I want you guys to commit to yourself that you really own the system. How many times, seriously, have you guys been in a situation where your upline gets super excited about something and they start giving you pieces and pieces and it's all over the place and it's not structured and it's I've been in Herbalife 7 years. That happens. We get excited. That's just who we are. We drink tea. We drink shakes. We get excited. That's just the nature of our deal. But I want you guys to just make sure you're committed to you, your investment in yourself. This is your hour. This is your training. Because it's easy to get distracted and forget what you're learning trying to teach someone else right out of the gates. Does that make sense? So because this 3-day trial pack system is going to be the game changer for every single person in wellness coaches training for their pins at next extravaganza, if not before. Okay, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of this week. A little bit about what's going to happen today. We are going to talk about getting you set up to help, to start to coach people, right? So you kind of felt it out a little, the first week you did button hits. Did everybody practice their button hits? Yeah? Way easier, right? When you practice that and you're not petrified, right? It's so terrible when you you wear Herbalife brand and they're like, oh my gosh, Herbalife brand. You're like, oh, I didn't need to wear this today, right? It's so scary. I mean, listen, I've been there too. My struggle now is my car is wrapped, blinged out Herbalife. I wear Herbalife everywhere I go. Herbalife. My kids are wearing Herbalife, and then my kids decide to argue in the store. That's the problem I have now. The problem isn't answering the questions, but now we branded ourselves, and so now it's acting the part, right? So as you grow, as your paycheck grows, your problems grow, right? And that's fun. So the next thing you're going to be doing is, working on coaching your kids in public wearing the Herbalife brand because they love it so much. Okay. So, and that's a good problem, right? Who doesn't want their kids in the business? Of course we want our kids in the business. My kids are 8, 10, and 12, and they do the business. They flyer Tuesday, Thursdays. Today was a play date, so I only have one kid, but they work every single week because they want to go on their Herbalife vacation. Okay, so what to get started with? Okay, so the first thing, that you get started with is training. Jim Rohn says if you've got a motivated idiot, you got a motivated idiot. Let me just tell you, I was a motivated idiot for sure. Many times over. I was like, nutrition club, yes, sign a lease. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing, right? Like, we all know that we get in those situations, no problem. That's why we have the wellness coaches training. So now you guys get this confidence. You're like, I got a new guy or girl, and I'm so excited. I know exactly what to do with them, okay? So we're going to talk about how to set up to be the best coach. So a few things you guys are going to want to know. First, one of the most important things that you get in your Herbalife member pack is a product catalog. You're going to want to have product catalogs on hand. That's a key one, right? So make sure you guys at least have one. And if you only have one, don't give it away, because then you have to wait 3 or 4 days to get another one. So typically I buy them in packs if your budget affords for that. If not, you better hold on to that catalog. I'm in my office. I don't even see a catalog, which is bad. You better hold on to that catalog like it's dear life. Because that is going to be.
I order them packs of 50.
Oh, you do?
Keep them on hand because it's cheaper that way.
Here they are. We moved them. So always having your product catalogs. And you guys, this is just because it's in our office and my partner and I share the catalogs. But make sure you put your name on here. So if I ever hand out a catalog to somebody, I'm like, ooh, let me just put my name and number on here just in case you need it handy. It's a good thing to do is make sure your name and number is on this. Okay, so you're going to want to get yourself some of those. You're also want to get yourself some bags. We took it all up front. The Herbalife white bags that people can carry their products. I can't believe I don't have one. Oh, I do. So these things are super cool. My favorite day of the week is when people are walking out of our nutrition club, walking out of our fit camp, or somewhere with these bags in hand. And they keep them. They're reusable. They're pretty awesome, and you can reuse them. You're going to want to have those. And then the most important, the most critical element that you're going to want to order is your receipt book. Your receipt book is so key. And you get a copy of one inside your member pack. At least I don't know if you have one close. I don't have one. They're all up front. But this, you guys, is so key. Because you're going to get asked sometimes by Herbalife to turn in a Submit 10 form. And you got to have copies of your receipts. It's also good for budgeting. Like that you know that you sold something, that you know what's going on. And for you guys, for me, this is super critical. I keep a expandable, here it is. I personally keep an expandable file with all my receipts in them. And it's by the day for me. And then I know when people got started on stuff, and every day I just make sure it's almost like a little follow-up system that I use with my receipts. So it's really awesome because sometimes it's easy to get busy at the club, misplace something, and then you forget that you even sold the product, right? And then so you do inventory and you're like, gosh, I don't know why I'm short an aloe today. So you just want to make sure that you guys are getting those receipts. And it's also very important. I think the biggest mistake I personally have seen in Herbalife is that people don't know how much money they're making, and they are not balancing it with reordering products and investing and paying bills and doing those things, and they think they're not making any money. So this is a really good helper for tracking your retail specifically, okay? And then if you want to, the 3-day trial pack, you guys, what I've learned is it's really helpful to keep shaker cups on hand. So obviously I'm working out of my office today, so everything's here. These little guys, these little shaker cups are like $1 or $2. If you're gonna do an investment, this is a really nice investment tool. Yes, I have the lid over here. This is a nice investment tool because your person may not have a shaker cup on hand to get started on the 3-day trial pack. And we're promoting that they shake up. So you might want to make sure that you have a few of these just because when you're handing those out, it might be helpful for your person to get started versus they get the 3-day trial pack from you, don't have a shaker cup or a blender or something ready, and then they don't start the 3-day trial pack, and then it gets lost and it's complicated. Does that make sense? So your job as a coach is to what? Make sure your clients succeed. Like that's our goal. So set yourself up and set your clients up the best way that you can. Okay? A couple other things that you guys want to know. You're going to hear things like retail price. I think I've already said that, like retail sales. So just knowing that retail is the suggested sale price, right? That's what that is. And then in your orders, there's a discount price. So make sure that you guys know that when you're charging people that you're taking that retail price, and then you're double checking in the bottom of your order for taxes and shipping. Michigan doesn't have tax on the products. Minnesota does. So every state's a little bit different, and you guys are going to want to make sure that you guys are keeping track of that, okay? And the best way to do that is to go to myherbalife.com, and you can figure it out really super easy and not make it complicated. Earn base. You know, if you guys look at that thing, you order it, and it says volume point, retail, earn base. You're like, what is that? The earn base that's the volume point that you're going to get paid off of. That's also what you're going to get paid from your downline. So making sure that you know what those numbers are, and it's best, you guys, to sit and break it down with your coach, so you can really learn. Like the thing I love about Herbalife, and sometimes that's probably the hardest thing to wrap your head around, it's a very learn business. Mark Hughes made it, so it's tell, show, try, do. So it's really a learn as you go type business. Yes, we're going to give you the tools, but it's like reading a book. If you read a 300-page book, how much do you think you retain of that book? Probably not 300 pages. So you're going to want to make sure that you guys are understanding that you want to take this information and go back and apply it so you're very clear. And then volume points, like, listen, I think we're pretty clear volume points are like the deal. Because when you log into your My Herbalife, it says your name, volume points, right? So volume points are very important. Volume points are how you're going to get level advancements. It's how you're going to get promotions. It's how you're going to get qualifications. You're going to want to pay attention to those volume points and really work with your coach to make sure you clearly understand volume. Does it make sense? Okay. Lisa, do you want to pop up the next slide of the lean and fit for them?
Yep. Just a second. I thought you had the slide. I'll get it in a second. So if you guys look at the next, if you want to write this down, I'm doing this up. Is a sample order, you guys, if you want to write this down, you want to go through this with them, is like, for instance, you had an order of a retail order of $117, and the retail price would be $117.70, but the volume points would be $182.30. Okay? And then the earn base would be $207.40 at 50% off. That's $103.70. Okay? So I want you guys to be clear on that, because your discounted retail is $114. You still have to charge shipping, which, like Kilo said, here in Michigan, it's we charge like $12.52. So your grand total is $126. So I just want you guys to be clear on that. So the lean fit is coming.
Lisa, we can't hear you. Can you click your audio thing and mute and unmute and see if it'll pop up?
Can you hear me, Sheila?
Yeah, try again. Just keep talking. We'll see if it works.
Okay, I'm trying to get up the, I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to get up the PowerPoint, and I can't get it to come up. It's stuck, so I'm going to have to.
Let me see if I can share the screen. Yep, let me do it. Let me grab it. You're not able to share the screen, Lee?
No, my
right.
PowerPoint got stuck somehow. Technology. You don't have
All right, let me see if I can pull this up quick.
It's right in front of me, but it won't come up.
Yep, hold on. Why we work in a team, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. Here, let me see.
Oh, I got it. I'm good. Okay, Yes.
If something happens, let me know because I got it too. I'm just going to get prepared just in case.
Got it.
Okay, good.
Woo!
There it is. Beautiful.
Okay.
Well done, President's Team Lisa.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a sample order of the Lean and Fit, you guys. This is what we're transitioning to because it makes sense, right? In the sample pack, you're going to be getting protein drink mix, you're going to be getting shake mix, you get the total control. So when people come back, you know, they get a little confused when you're talking quick start, advanced, and ultimate with them. So the best transition from a trial pack is to go with 2 canisters of shake mix, 1 large PDM, and total control. Okay, and that's exactly what they're going to get in the 3-day trial. So if you order a 10-pack of 3-day trials and 3 lean and fit, whether 1 lean and fit is for you or 3 are to move in the marketplace, you guys, your volume is going to be 553. Okay, your building profit from a 35% discount is going to be 183. Okay, from 3 customers. That's going to be amazing. And don't forget that we are going to be, you guys might not be doing this yet, but you should be after this call. Just write it down. All sample packs are $20. Okay, I know there was miscommunication. You know, when they first came out, Michigan was doing 15, Minnesota's doing 20, California's doing 20, Indiana was doing 15. Everybody's doing something different. But if you go on the Herbalife website and order 1 sample pack, it's going to be like $20. Okay? But people don't want to wait for something. They want it and they want it right now. So my suggestion is invest in some inventory. You know, I don't know about you, but anybody, and you guys, you know, go to the store, buy a pair of Nike tennis shoes, and they say, oh, by the way, you went to, you know, Dick's Sporting Goods. And they said, oh, come back next week to pick it up. No one wants to do that. We have a right now spontaneous type of attitude. And so you want to be able to make sure that you have products for them right away. So this is my suggestion, is if you don't have any products, pre-sell or invest and get a senior consultant order at least. Okay, get yourself from that 25% and move yourself up to that 35%. Now here's another option, option 2. Invest in a 10-pack and get 6 lean and fits. You're at 1,560 volume points. Your building profit's going to be $440.70. Okay. Now, you guys, this is pretty good. Okay, you're going to earn some money, a little bit on the 3-day trial, but honestly, you guys, when you invest in giving them a shaker cup and all that, it's a wash. It's $20. Okay. So, you guys, I don't know about you, but if you're in this to make money, otherwise you wouldn't be on this call because you fell in love with the products and you want to be able to help other people and you want to make a few extra bucks for your family, then you have to get some inventory on hand. You boost your profit level up too. You know, if you're selling $100 programs, you want to make 25%, 35%, 42, or 50. Me, you guys, I'm going to make 50% profit. So that's just my suggestion, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, move on to the next thing. So profiles. Let's talk about this. So obviously, when someone comes in for a profile, they're going to get their sample pack with their shake and their tea. And when you come in, I always have them come to the counter. If I'm in my nutrition club, I have them pick a flavor of shake they want to try, flavor of tea. And if I was at home, which I did this business in my home for a long period of time, I would let them choose with whatever I had in my refrigerator. I would take them up to my refrigerator. I would open my refrigerator, and I'd say, well, I have some strawberries, I have some cheesecake pudding, blah, 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 I have some chocolate. So these are the shake mixes I have. I gave them some choices, and then they pick. A lot of times, I even put them in front of the blender, you guys. I have them add the water. I have them add the protein drink mix and the shake and the strawberries or the cheesecake or whatever the heck they got, right? And then I also have them make their tea. Why? Because I'm not going to be with them at home when they're making their other shake. So I don't know what you guys do, but my suggestion is have them get in front of the blender. I even have them put the ice in, blend, take the lid off. Not thick enough. You need to add a little more ice. This is a perfect shake. This is what a perfect shake looks like. Okay. And then right now, you guys, for the health profile, I think Keela, you posted that on the WCT #2 site for them to be able to copy that off there. If it's not there, you guys, she will put it there. And just use that profile sheet right now. And
Actually,
we're all gonna,
it's on myherbalife.com. That's the one that we're having everybody use.
okay. So just go to myherbalife.com, click in the search bar, wellness profile form, and it's gonna pop up. Okay? And then you guys, you're gonna weigh, measure, and do some type of body fat analysis, whether you have an Omron or a Tanita. We have a Tanita scale. Mine is the BC 1000 plus is mine. I love it because I have a little portable little Puma jugger right here that tells people's weights on it. It's wireless. I love the scale. Okay. It was an investment, of course, but an Omron is very inexpensive. I think you can go on Amazon and get them for less than 30 bucks. Okay. So very inexpensive, but you need to have something to be able to measure that by. And the other thing, you guys, is to weigh and measure people. And why do you want to measure people and weigh them? It's because you want to have them accountable to you. I find that the people with the most success are the people that I weigh, measure, body scan, and make them come back on a weekly basis. Those are the people that are getting best results. Or I'm on the phone with them on a weekly basis, following up with them. Okay? So the reason I have you do weights and measurements and the body scan is because it's 3 different things that you're measuring. Sometimes they won't lose weight. Like women will come in, and women are just brain dead, right? I mean, the scale is God, okay? And if we don't lose any weight on the scale, we're all mad. Well, even though we went down to pant size, okay? So if people don't lose weight on the scale, I always make sure I measure them. When they come in our nutrition club, I usually measure them every other week and weigh them weekly. But if I measure them last week and they weighed this week and they didn't lose any weight, I'm also measuring them. Okay? So the reason I do that is because I want them to get some type of result to hang on to through the week. For instance, Mindy came in yesterday. She got weighed. She gained 1 pound. She lost 3% body fat, and her metabolic age went down. Her water went up. I measured her, and she lost 3.5 inches in a week. So every number was good except the weight. So it could have been her period. It could have been a lot of things. We'll talk about that. Okay? Review the profile and make sure you're asking questions and make sure they clarify any questions that you might have. Okay? Calculate how much protein that a person needs. And for weight loss, you guys, it's basically 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of lean muscle. Okay? So if you have someone that has 105 pounds of lean muscle, 105 grams of protein. And the gaining weight, Jack says to do 1.5 per pound of lean muscle. Sheila, anything on that?
Sorry, I'm muted. The only thing that I would call your guys' attention to is inside your 3-day trial pack, there's a little thing on the back, of the little pamphlet that comes with the 3-day trial pack, that you can write their BMI and body fat right in there, and it gives them the little breakdown of the 3 days, like what to do with the packets. Mm-hmm. And I'm just looking on here. I actually haven't used this specifically, but we posted one to use on the website or on our WCT site. Just making sure that if a person needs like 1,700 or 1,800 calories, that we're adjusting those. Yeah, because if someone walks out of here and they're just doing 2 shakes and it's only 300 calories in shakes, so you guys just want to make sure that you're setting your people up that if they need a little bit more, and you can use this sheet. And it's to swap it for a shake sheet that comes inside your 3-day trial pack. And you guys can fill that right in. So hopefully that helps you guys a little bit too, and just making sure that once you use the scan and figure out their numbers, that you can give that rate to them on their piece of paper so they know where they're at. Okay.
Yep, that's great. And then calculating calories for meal plans, you guys. If you want to take a picture of this is just something really good to have, right? So an average woman is about 1,200 calories, 100 grams of protein. If they're a larger woman, then they probably need a little more grams of protein just to keep them full. And a smaller man, probably about 1,500 calories, 25 grams of protein. Of course, this is for weight loss. And a bigger guy might need 1,800 calories and 150 grams of protein. It's important when you're new to make sure you're following up with your guys and make sure they're not hungry, because if they are hungry, they're probably not eating enough grams of protein. When someone thinks about losing weight and getting on a nutrition plan, they're thinking about cutting a lot of calories back, and sometimes they don't add enough calories. So you want to make sure that you're on track with that. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so review their meal plans with them, guys. On our team pages right now, we have meal plans ABC, level 10, for you guys to look at. So you want to make sure that you're looking at what meal plan to give them. And I just print all of that off. I have them printed off, so when people come to my nutrition club, I can give it to them. Or in front of me, I have them, in my little notebook as well, and I'll show you that in just a second with my follow-up. Or you can email it to them, whatever you'd like to do. But I really like to circle their meal plan and go over it with them so I know exactly what they're going to be doing. Review with them, you guys, when you're done with what's in the 3-day trial, and pull it out. Put it in their hand. Talk to you about the total control. The total control has 2 packets, but there's 3 days worth of total control, right? Because there's 3 tablets in each one, so that's going to equal 3 days. Make sure you make an appointment for the end of your 3-day trial, so they're coming back. So I count it out. So if Keela was my client, I say, okay, Keela, today is Wednesday. When are you going to get started? She tells me Thursday. I say, okay, great. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you want to meet late Saturday? You want to meet on Sunday? What works best for you? And she's going to say, oh, I'm going to be gone for the weekend. I'll say, okay, great, no problem. So how about if you just start Friday? And she might say, okay, or she might start Monday. Whatever her choice is, it's fine. But I want her to get started as soon as possible. So sometimes I had a guy came in yesterday. He came in the morning time. It was 8 o'clock, first thing in the morning. I got him started on his first shake. And I said, let's count today as day 1. So yesterday was day 1 for him. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. He's going to come back on Friday to see me. Okay. And don't forget to, do the follow-up on the 3-day trials too. And, at the 3-day trial, upgrade appointment. Okay, let's talk about this. First of all, let's back up. In the time that they're going to be there day 1, day 2, day 3, make sure you guys are following up with them. Make sure you're sending them emails. I think Keela put it on the WCT site, the little pictures that you can send them and whatnot. Like this morning, I just sent a little picture to Scoop and just said, hey, Scoop, so glad you're getting started. How was your shake this morning? And he was supposed to text me a shake. So I gave him instructions on how to make a shake and some snack options. Okay, so there's pictures that you can send every day. Keela did put those, like I said, on the link of the WCT Class 2 site that you can just download and then put on your phone, or you can just take a picture of them so you have them for right now, and then later you'll be able to download those once our website is up. So you want to weigh, measure them, do their body fat, and you want to celebrate any successes. Okay? Now, 3 days is not really a long time, you guys. I mean, gosh, when people come back in 7 days, if they lose a pound, we're celebrating as well. So, you have 3 things to measure. So celebrate any successes with them, okay? Explain to them the Lean and Fit program, about the 2 canisters of the shake, the PDM, and the total control. And that's a full 30-day supply, you guys. And then if you look at their health survey, you can explain some of the enhancers to them as well, okay? So process the payment. Some of you guys have ProPay, PayPal, you have the Square, whatever that you're using. Make sure you collect payment before they leave, okay? And package up the products in those cute bags that Keela showed you earlier. And then have them set up their MyFitnessPal. I just like FitnessPal better. It's right on my phone, and they can come sit with me. And I can look at their food plan. So I don't know about you guys, but I think that seems to be the easiest for me. And plus you can celebrate on there with them and all that. So if they're not losing weight on day 7 when they come back again, then you can go over their food plans with them. And then you want to book day 7 check-in. Okay, yes, they came back on day 3, and then I count out 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have them come back 4 days later. Okay. You can do a file folder if you want with their weights and measurements in the retail order form and their profile. This is what I do. I have this cool book that I've put together. Okay. With all the websites on the front that you guys are going to be doing. I have all my scripts in here. I have my little sayings of what I'm going to say with the pictures that I send for their follow-up, right, on the 3-day trial. I have all my leads in here. I have the people that have made it to a customer. I have my members. And then what's the most important thing is day 1 through day 31, okay? So if my little guy, Scoot, that came yesterday, he's coming back on Friday, so day 14, I just look in here and here's all of his information, right? So I can just thumb right through it. A lot of times you guys are working part-time doing Herbalife. So for me, when I was at home doing Herbalife, I was working 50 to 60 hours a week at McDonald's. Right? And Sierra were 4 and 5 at the time. Dale worked, full-time. So I would come home to do follow-up calls, and I would just click open the day that I needed to call people. And if it was day 6, I would say, okay, I need to call Heather today. And I could write on here and write notes. And the cool thing is about this, you guys, is it's when I called to follow up with them, then I could just write little notes, and then I move them from day 6 to 7 days out. Okay? And that's what I like, and it just helped me keep more organized. So I'm into keeping everything, visible. Some of you guys have your smartphone and you do it in that, but I can't get smart with my smartphone. I can't figure out how to do it. So that's just what I do. And then I also add them as a friend on Facebook so they can follow me. And I have them follow my Fit Camp and my Nutrition Club as well. Okay? Keila, I think you're going to do objections.
I am. One thing I wanted to bring up, you guys, is in your follow-up. This has been so key for us. I have to tell you guys, and the team of people that I work directly with in Minnesota, we have 17 new members, you guys, in the last 45 days because of 3-day trial packs. So I want you to be clear on this. It's because we've gone from a 3-day trial pack to a lean and fit program to then when they are looking to order that they're getting their membership. So it's been a process, like it's a 45-day deal, and so it's a lead-in, right? It takes about 15 to 30 days to really see all the results kind of start kicking in. But I want you guys to know this. When you have your 3 days, most people are what? Tired. You go to Walmart. How are you today? Tired. I mean, I still can't even believe cashiers respond that way. It makes me want to just fall on the floor, right? I mean, but it's the truth. You go somewhere. How are you today? Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted, right? I mean, could you guys say, not everybody's going around going, how are you today? Oh, I need to lose 20 pounds. That's not the first thing coming out of their mouth. But their first thing coming out of their mouth is, I am tired. I need your help. Like, I am just exhausted. My kids are up all night. Now, granted, we might know that, number one, that they're tired because of their nutrition. And if they do have weight to lose, it is because of their nutrition, right? So we're clear as coaches. We got it. But we have to go with you guys what is realistic to other people. And so when people are coming in for the 3-day trial pack, you guys, I'm like, how are you feeling? How do you feel? Like, I feel so great. I've never had this much energy. I'm not napping. I'm like cleaning my house like crazy. My cleaning ladies came yesterday and I'm lining up their teas when they walk in the door because I want them to do a good job and be fast, right? That's what I want. I want good work, fast, do more for Keila. Just kidding. I mean, that's probably not. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's true. But so I load them up with the tea when they walk in and they think it's so much fun, right? It's like a cleaning lady party at my house on every other Tuesday. So, but you guys, you got to get so excited because what is Herbalife? It's a feeling. Yes, results are awesome, but it's the feeling that we get. It's the experience that people walk away from that makes us totally different than any other company. So really just get into the feelings of what's going on with them and how and just how everything's happening, okay? So, but now, okay, my girl, like she's on Monday nights, and we started her 3-day trial pack wellness profiles. We started her practice profiles. Guess what? She's 0 for 2. Wah, 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 right? Like, oh, this is bad. Oh, I'm like, whatever. So as a coach, I'm like, listen, you got 2 people to practice. What did you learn? And she's like, well, I learned this, I learned that. So I'm constantly, as a coach, you guys, what did you learn? So someone said, no, that's no problem. But what did you learn? What is practice? Learning. So if you get a sale, it's a bonus, right? So if you guys get objections. So the girl's objection was, well, I just lost my job and I don't have any money. And she was almost falling asleep in the wellness profile. I was like, is this really happening right now? Like, I can't believe this is happening right now, right? And then she started drinking the shake and the tea because we did it at our nutrition club. And then she's like getting more energy. Have you guys ever noticed this? So everybody feel like you're tired, put your arms down. And then you get a little more energy. And then you get a little more energy. And all of a sudden you're like, your shoulders are back. It's like, watch people. It's hilarious. Like, this is my personal Keela game all day long, right? Is watching the people come to the nutrition club and they start like this. And all of a sudden they're like, bing, I'm super excited. This place is amazing. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So just be clear, the 3-day trial pack, yes, we want a result. Are we going to get 6 pounds in 3 days? Maybe. Maybe not. But if they fall in love with the product, fall in love with you, it's a done deal, right? That's how you seal the deal. Okay, so let's talk about how you handle those objections. First of all, everything is what? No problem. Good, you guys got it. Okay, so you want to make sure you're dealing with this. When it deals with objections is this. Make sure that they feel good about themselves, right? I wanted that girl to feel so good about herself when she left that she was like, wow, I said no to these people and they loved me anyway, right? So cool. Okay, I hate it when you say no to people like, oh, whatever. Oh, makes me want to like just pull my hair out. I can't stand when people do that to you. That means you just used me. So one, feel good about themselves. Feel good about you, like that you love them, that you were amazing, that you were different, and feel good about Herbalife because when we're wearing it, we are it. Does that make sense? So like making them feel so awesome that they said no is okay. Because when they say yes, you're gonna make them equally feel equally as awesome. Okay, this is, oh my gosh. So, oh, this is being recorded. I can't tell you. Okay, so, okay, I can tell you. All right, now you guys are like, what? I can't believe she would do that. So, and you can't make any comments on the chat deal, and you can't text me about this. Is that clear? So I'm putting that boundary out there. So, Steve the Lion Killer goes to my cycle class. Guess true story. So, and you know, I know the guy personally is a really super nice guy. The guy just messed up, dude. Everybody's made a mistake, had a bad deal. We've all had a bad deal in our life. This guy's got a big deal, right? That's a pretty awful deal. But you know, we were talking about social media, and I knew he was in my class, you guys, and he looked so distraught and stressed out yesterday. I felt so bad. And I'm like, you guys, I want everybody to just take a deep breath, feel awesome, forget about the world outside of you, and just take a break from what the universe says in social media. Why? Because what is social media? An opinion. Did you have a great day? I guess it's up to you. I don't know. People have opinions on everything. You guys, that's what social media is. Social media is you sharing your opinions, thoughts, and feelings, right? Your life, like the things that are happening with you. So I want you guys to know that we're in a world of opinionation, right? That's what we're in. Everybody seems to have an opinion, right? Do you think everybody that you know has an opinion on Herbalife? Probably somehow. Of course they do. Love it, leave it, whatever. You know, whatever the opinion is. So I want you guys to be so clear on this. If someone comes to you and they have an opinion, just don't know anything about it. My business coach that coaches me says you need to be the stupidest person in the room. Otherwise, you're going to be in an argument. So even if I know about it, I'm like, I don't really know about that. Listen, I can break down information about protein soy isolate, okay? I'm not an ignorant woman. And I can break down details in the Formula One shake. I can tell you the first 9 ingredients inside the shakes. I can tell you the deal. But if someone comes to me and says, oh my gosh, Keela, I read an article. I hear that soy makes you fat. Okay, for the record, someone came to our nutrition club, and Kitty's on here, and she can shake her head, yes. That someone came to our nutrition club and was like, this tastes so good, but what is this? I'm like, oh, well, here's the canisters, you know, whatever. Oh, I don't know if I can drink this. This is what she did. And she's like, it's soy. And I heard soy makes you fat. And I was like, wow. I go, well, I don't really know about that. All I know is I lost 80 pounds on the products. I feel great. I have my life back. My kids are over there. They don't look morbidly obese to me, and they've been drinking shakes since they were, 3, 4, and 2. Yeah, pretty sure my kids aren't in the category of obesity. I don't really know. But, right? So it's okay to say that and tell a what? Story. Your story is the truth. Has anybody lost weight on the products? Has anybody gained energy from the products? Okay, so all you know is this. When I drink this tea, which is now empty, when I drink this tea, I get super energized. And by the way, if you're on a conference call with me, it's almost like I'm a person doing an auction because I start talking super fast. And then you got to keep up with me, and you think it's a Minnesota thing. It's not a Minnesota thing. It's a tea thing. Good? That's a fact. Not everybody in Minnesota talks as fast as I talk. Okay? But a lot of people who drink the tea talk as fast as me. So, those are some things, you guys. Have fun. Oh, if you're not having fun with this business, I don't know what to tell you, right? That's unfun. So a couple other things that we hear. This is hilarious for the record. Now it's going to get really fun. Let me pull this out. So we have our little packet. You guys are so excited too, right? So you get this packet. 17 grams of protein kilo is way too much. 17 grams. I heard that if you eat more than 5 grams of protein a day, you're going to be in the bathroom all day long. Okay, come on now. Right? You can say, I don't know anything about that, but I eat this amount of grams of protein, and I've been standing in front of you for the last, I don't even know what time it is. So for the last 45 minutes, I haven't gone to the bathroom. I don't know. But you see, I don't know. Right? Everybody's opinion's their opinion. All I know is this stuff tastes great. I've lost weight. I love my life. If you want some of this, drink up. That's really all I know. Make sense? Yes. You guys got to get excited about this deal. Okay? And then let's see. Oh, this is a good one too. What if I stop taking the 3-day trial pack? Am I going to gain my weight back? No, what? Right? What happens if I stop taking Herbalife products? Do I have to drink a shake forever? Well, this is my response. I don't know about that. But this is what Keela knows. Keela knows she was 80 pounds overweight, a size 22, and she got on the products, got amazing energy, and yeah, Christmas is tough. Everybody might gain a few pounds. That could happen. Vacations might be a little tough, but this is what I know. The lifestyle that Herbalife gave me helped me lose the weight, and I choose to keep that lifestyle to keep the weight off. Does that make sense? Right? Because if you can't control food, maybe you learn how to control food. Maybe you love eating 6 cups of egg whites a day. That's awesome. Eat 6 cups of egg whites a day. Okay? Awesome. I choose to drink cookies and cream. Oh my God, you guys, this is banana caramel, which is a absolute slice of heaven, right? So I don't know. Yep, looks like, oh, who's drinking banana caramel? Lisa, Kitty. Oh, banana caramel. I wish I had bananas just coming from the sky. Okay, moving on. So something else you might hear too is, oh my gosh, Herbalife is a pyramid scheme. You better be careful. You're going to get involved in this thing and you're going to lose everything, and it's so bad. Does anybody even know what a pyramid scheme is? Because I don't. I don't even know what that is. And I'm not going to go educate myself on it on purpose. Does that make sense? I'm like, I don't even know what a pyramid scheme is. All I know is I help people get results, and I've created a business because I've helped so many people. That's all I really know. Now, do you want to help people? I don't know. That's up to you. Okay, another thing is pills versus tablets. You guys, these are supplements. This is probably the worst example ever. I had to open up a total control container, and this is what my total control bag looks like now. So I guess I'm very committed to the 3-day trial pack. So pills versus tablets. You guys, we are not doctors. We are not pharmacies. We're not pharmaceutical people. We are supplement people. And what we do is tablets. Okay. You want to be really careful with that because none of us on this call, I'm no longer a pharmaceutical sales rep, so I don't even have the liberty to say that. This is a pill. So you want to be really careful. These are tablets and supplements. Okay. All right, Lisa, do you want to help them on a refund?
I do. So listen, you guys, refunds. We gotta discuss it. It might happen to you. It's happened to me 3 times in 16 years. So even the best people that are great retailers are gonna get refunds. Anybody on this call ever got a refund? Anybody get a refund? Yeah, I see Lacey shaking her head. Okay, listen, you guys, it's gonna happen. Sometimes you do the best follow-up possible, day 1, day 3, day 7, day 14, day 21, and on the 29th day, that person brings their products back. You did the great follow-up with them. Listen, it's a mystery on why they returned it, okay? If you did everything that you were supposed to do in your heart with all your follow-up, you were getting them results, it's not your fault, okay? Don't argue with them, don't fight with them, just return the product. They give you the products, they give you the receipts, log into myherbalife.com, go to my office, go to the documents, and pull off the customer request form, have them sign it, fill it out, have the customer sign it, call distributor relations, and just send the unused products back into the company and refund the person's money. Listen, guys, it happens to all of us. I've had a person one time that comes, got a refund, and 6 years later, she came back to me, got started, and ended up losing 30 pounds. So you always treat people with respect, and if you get them results and it's past the 30 days, guys, they're going to be great customers. That's why it's important that you do day 1, day 3, day 7, day 14, day 21 follow-up calls so you won't have a refund. Now, it's not something that I advertise. I don't advertise, listen, if this doesn't work for you, you can bring it back and I'll give your money back to you. It's not a advertising method that I use, okay, a refund, okay? So I've only had 3, okay? So I wouldn't advertise refunds, but you do have to provide refunds if someone comes to you within that 30 days. Okay, let's talk about successful coaching. Okay, there is pennies in the sale, but fortunes in the follow-up. So I want you guys to write that down. Pennies in the sale, but fortune in the follow-up. The reason I say that is one customer well taken care of is worth more than $10,000 in advertising. That's what Jim Rohn tells us. Okay, you guys, it's so true. Some of the best people in Herbalife that are presidency members came from a customer base. I came from a customer base. I was a customer first. How many guys on the call were customers first? Sheila, Lacey, Derek, Kevin, Andrea. All right, we got a lot of them. Okay, Jamie. I see Jamie is 2 down there. Awesome. Megan, Yolanda, she was a customer first. Okay, great. So you guys, it's so true. Make sure you take good care of your guys. Let me just tell you a story, okay? I'm going to tell you Jack's story because he wrote this and it says Ben lost 29 pounds. So Ben was from Litchfield. I graduated from Litchfield. Ben was a big guy. He lost 29 pounds in 30 days, went on to lose over 100 pounds total. He sent Jack 20 referrals, okay? Out of those 20 referrals was this lady named Betty. Well, I'm sorry, her son Jim. Jim got his mom Betty. Jim lost 100 pounds as well. Betty lost 70 pounds. Betty got my hairdresser Sandy. Sandy lost 15 pounds on the product. Sandy told me about the product. I was so excited. I was at that point in my life where, it was 5-year anniversary with Dale and I. I just had 2 kids, and he had bought me this ring right here for our 5-year anniversary. And I just felt like, HELL hockey sticks. I just felt crappy. And so, you guys, I said to Sandy, where did you get the product? She told me I went and got the products, and I got started. Everybody between, okay, so there was Ben, Jim, Betty, and myself. Okay, so I was 4th level from Jack. Okay, I got started on the products, got great results. Betty did follow up with me like she was supposed to. 3 months into the gig, I finally asked her if I could get a discount to ever do that.
Hello.
She finally showed me the discount, got started.
Yeah, I cannot hear a word you're saying.
Yeah. I'm trying to hide my other phone, you guys, so it won't echo. And I put it on the counter, and the customers are talking, and you could hear them, so I'm really sorry. So I was 4th level from Jack, okay? Everybody in between Jack and I, like, left Herbalife. And I rolled up to Jack first line, okay? So over the last 16 years, it's led to $50 million in business in Jack's organization, okay? So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, or Jack's story, and I'm sticking to it because it's my story, and I can tell you about it. So by Jack reaching down and working with me, 4th level, because no one else in between was playing the game, but I was new, and I got started. He invited me to his little office, the size of this probably, the whole place, showed me about the products, showed me the business opportunity. I didn't want the business, but he just kept leading me step by step, and that's where we are today. So successful coaching. These are some keys to success, guys. Is number 1, focus on the results, not the sales. Okay? It's important that you pay attention to your clients. You listen to what they want. It's your job is to make their life better. Okay? Retention is best through live check-ins. That's so true. You know, I have long distance people, and I'm sure some of you guys on this call have had long distance people on the product. Today it's easier because we have Zoom, right? And we have FaceTime and all that jazz, and you can follow with people. But if you do not have a good follow-up system, like my book, and stick to your follow-up system, and you look at it every single day, because life gets in the way, right? I mean, you'll get sidetracked with things. I get sidetracked all the time. Okay, but if you don't follow up with people, I'm telling you they're going to return their product. You've got to make sure you have a good follow-up system. And text, what's more better? What's more better? Listen to me. What's better? A text or a phone call? A phone call, right? A live voice. You can do both, right? But the phone call is always important. I have a young kid, 11, just got started on the products. I texted him today. I'm going to call him this afternoon. Listen, this kid is a big kid, okay? He's going to need all the support he can get. I'm going to give him extra attention because I want him to succeed, okay? Congratulate people on Facebook for the results. It doesn't have to be a 50-pound weight loss or a 20-pound weight loss. It can be a 3-pound weight loss. Or they came in this week and their metabolic age went from this to this. When is the last time that someone said, oh, don't praise me. Don't congratulate me. Don't tell me how good I do. When was the last time someone told you that? People love recognition. They love to be recognized, okay? If you do it on Facebook publicly, I would just ask them first if it's okay that you do that before you do it, and then they're mad at you for it, okay? A typical check-in, you guys, like I said, when they come to weigh in with you, they're going to do their weight, their body fat, their measurements, check their, MyFitnessPal, see how they're doing, and then tweak their program, talk to them about what they ate, they went out for the weekend, if they had a vacation, and then ask them what's coming up, right? You wouldn't believe it, but some people that come into my office and they'll say, I'm going away this weekend. I can't do my program. I'm flying to Texas. So you're flying to Texas, so you're going to stop doing your nutrition? No, let me tell you how to work with that so you can stay on track. Is that okay? They say yes. I say great. And then I tell them how I do it. We travel as Herbalife distributors all the time, right? Extravaganza, at success training seminars, leadership development weekends. We travel. So we have to tell them how to make it work for them. And you have to give them encouragement. And you can take reorders. and rebook the next check-in. Okay? You want to write that down. Write it down twice. Underline it and highlight it. Okay? Rebook the check-in. If you guys are not rebooking the check-in and they don't come back and it's not in your book, you've just lost them. You've got to train yourself from the beginning that you got to take them from behind door, behind number 6, and you got to put them in the 13th, which is a week later. You've got to do that. I write it right on the sheet just in case I don't move the sheet. Then I can go back and put it where it needs to be. But I take it out right then when the customer's with me. I take it out of day 6, close it, flip to day 11, and then stick it in. Why do I do that in front of people? So they can see me. So I'm teaching my future Herbalife members. Okay? Keela, back to you on troubleshooting.
Okay, so hey, you guys, I realize that right now it's 12:32. Well, it's our time, it's 12:32. So I'm just going to breeze through this really quick. And I think it's such valuable information. After this call, what I'll do is I'll post these slides, you guys, up on Facebook. Because I do think it's really important for you guys to take a look at these. And then why are your people not getting results, right? Like that's one of the big things that you want to make sure that you're cashing in on. And I'll post these up later after the call, because I don't know about you, but I do have an appointment waiting as well. So we call it Weigh-In Wednesday, so it's crazy around here. Check 1, 3, 2, 1. What is that? Tablets 3 times a day, 2 snacks a day, 2 shakes a day, 1 healthy meal, right? Making sure your people are following that program, okay? 95% of the time, they're eating too many carbohydrates. MyFitnessPal is great because it gives you a little chart here that's going to tell you where you are with your percentages. I'm going to post some examples on that. Eating out too much, retaining too much. Like when you eat out, it's filled with salt. That's what it's filled with a lot of times, okay? If you're bloated or constipated, it's because your body isn't used to the enzymes of breaking down the amount of protein that's coming in. So Menogen is the key. Every time I have somebody that's gassy or bloated when they start getting on the products, you guys, it's because they had a high fat, high salt, high sugar, high horrible diet. And so they need to make sure that they're cleaning that up. And Menogen just helps their body have an enzyme to help break down the protein so it's softer on their digestive system, okay? And Lisa and I talked on a phone call yesterday morning, and we will be having soon, like I'm not sure when, but excited product training that's specific about different things like that with the products. So you guys, if you're learning, like I heard somebody say on the call, like, oh God, I didn't know that. That's okay. We're going to keep teaching you guys, okay? You're not eating enough. You're skipping meals. So you skip a meal, eat too many calories, right? There's lots of things going on. So remember, it's 3, 2, 1. And keep focused on that. And then Lisa, do you want to close up by giving them some homework?
Sure, honey. Okay, you guys. First of all, your homework is to place an Herbalife order if you haven't already, and get your products ordered for your 3-day packs and your Lean and Fit programs. You use the price list to take customers' orders. So if you guys don't have a price list printed out, you want to make sure that you go to myherbalife.com, go to the price list, put in your shipping and handling code, print one out, and I have it inside my handy dandy notebook under the tab called price list, okay? You want to find 3 customers so you can achieve that 35% if you're at the 25%. You want to continue to role play, you guys, dealing with objections. Some of you guys on this call know each other. Listen, practice. You can get on the page and say, hey, who's available who can practice some objections with me? And get on a call with one another and network. That's amazing, okay? Create a follow-up binder or index card system. For me, Jack has a file system. I can't do a file system, okay? Files end up everywhere. I end up losing the file. Plus, I want to do my business on the go because a lot of times I'm not at the club. I'm at home doing my follow-up, or I'm on the boat with Dale, or I'm on a vacation, or, you know, I like to vacation. Our Herbalife vacations, right? They're always, woo, amazing. So I like everything portable in my notebook, Okay, so I get the biggest, thickest notebook that I can find, and this is what I have. Okay, so I can do my follow-up. Even if my customers come here to weigh in, Sierra will write, or one of my whoever's working will write down their information, and they'll take a picture and they'll send it to me, and then I can call them wherever I'm at and say, hey Mary, so I see you were in. Oh my gosh, I just want to tell you what your numbers were, the difference of your numbers. Did you pick up any products this week? Was there anything that you needed? And when will I see you again? Okay, that's the last thing I do. So figure out a follow-up system that best works for you, and then put it on the page, you guys, so we can be able to see what you're using, okay? And the other thing is, you guys, I'm going to share the screen with you really quick if I can. Share the screen. I want you to write this, or I want you to copy down. Oh, I want you to write down these, or take a picture of the screen so you guys can watch these videos that are on this homework assignment. Okay? So if you guys can take a picture of that, you want to watch HBN, Discipline, Work Miracles, write down these numbers, Retail Concepts, Follow Up with Confidence, read your personal development book, and you'll be responsible in completing your personal development book by week 5 of class, okay? So you want to plan accordingly to your book, okay? That's important, you guys, that you really make sure, like if you have a book that's 500 pages, you need to read 100 pages a week, right, to be able to get finished with that, okay? So thank you for being on today. I really appreciate all you guys. I'm so excited about the results that you guys posted on the WCT page with all your before and after pictures. I've seen Derek's and Yolanda's, and I've seen a lot of your guys on there. So super stoked about that. But remember, wherever you're at now, at the beginning of this call, you're looking for a new result by the end of the 5 weeks, okay? So guys, have a super duper week. Look forward to seeing some of you guys at the next STS in your area, and we'll see you next week on the call, okay? Take care. I'm going to unlock the... Bye, guys.